What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the MSI Grand League. My name is Victor Kaxx, and we're going to be going with our last game of the day. This is going to be Bigetron.Tilt versus M8 Tempest, and this last game is going to determine who's going to be part of the top two. They'll be going into the LAN, and who's going to be fighting tomorrow in the second stage of the qualifier. So let's go ahead and jump into the game, and both teams will be fighting it out on Lijiang Tower.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
So it looks like this is going to be the marketplace map. Kencho looks like he's the first one to load in. Gonna have a little bit of an opportunity to cause some vandalism here. Alright. So Bigetron.Tilt definitely did pull a very good fight early on. In their first matchup against their fellow Indonesian compatriots. Kaxx was bronze. But now we're going to see how things will shape up when you go up against the almost all-girls team of M8 Tempest. They do have a sub in as one of their players is currently unavailable. But I expect we'll be seeing the entire full lineup of M8 Tempest tomorrow. The all-girls team had some impressive results, though in the grand scheme of things they still struggle a little bit to compete against some of Malaysia's best teams. But let's see how they will shape up against one of the best Indonesian teams right now in the tournament. And it looks like Kaxx will be the first one to draw blood here. Ganjo getting taken out immediately by the Pharah of Kaxx, and now she's gonna try to find a little bit more on the backline there. DJ7 already taking quite a bit of damage on the front. Kaxx jumps right in. Unfortunately, not able to use a concussive blast to get far away enough. He's going to be taking quite a bit of damage here. Though XOXO is going to be caught in the corner here. Pharah will be able to put out a direct shot, taking her down as Kaxx gets slammed down there by the Moira. Ganjo coming back in. He's going to try to clean house here. Mimosa is going to be able to be pumped out of a mag. The flashback comes in at the right moment. Cross life, and Ganjo has done it. They're going to be able to take this control point away from MBT. Did I say MBT? I mean M8 Gaming. Damn it, so many M's in Malaysia that sometimes you just get confused. So the mates at M8 are going to have to be great. As Crosslife comes into the back there. Ooh, he's going to try to find Vals as early on, but the Reaper is going to come in. Deflect is going to be able to keep him alive long enough. He's going to go in with the Dragon Blade. Vals will get taken down. Reaper will be saved there momentarily by Kaxx. But the rest of Bigetron will be coming in to try to make sure M8 is left staggered within their own spawn. So Tilt are able to hold their ground here. So right now, let me go change the name. Right now, Sound Barrier is going to be unleashed here. Deadeye is going to come out at the same time. Ganjo will be facing quite a bit of trouble here as Mimosa is going to be coming up in front to try to do some damage onto him. In the meantime, M8 Gaming, they're going to try to pile onto the point here. M8 attempts to go all the way in. Cindy going in front with the Reaper is going to try to do some damage onto the Winston, who pops into his Primal Rage. His Eye Creeps attempts to try to hold his ground here. Cindy already has Death Blossom at the ready. Self-destruct is going to come out. Ganjo will get a nice flashbang onto Cindy, bringing her down to 17 health. That's going to be enough to take her out. It's now Cross. Life is going to be coming in with the Dragon Blade. Ganjo will be able to use the Dead Eye to take out Chloe. A small angry cat is going to be all small and alone here. And a flashbang from Ganjo will help end that Lucio's misery. 97 percentage points already for Bigetron. And Cindy bringing in a last minute Death Blossom is not going to affect anything at all. There, so I think the name should be correct now. M8 Tempest versus Bigetron.Tilt. That's now Team Tilt. Looks pretty poised here to try to take this series to a 2-0. M8 Tempest, despite their best efforts, were not able to put a dent into Bigetron the moment that Bigetron was able to capture the control point. So as long as Bigetron is able to hold the point, I think they should have a pretty easy time against M8. Especially Eternal. It's going to be able to do a lot of damage there. It looks like, ooh, unfortunately M8 will be able to get 2 kills right out of the bat, taking out both Icrease and Cross Life. Eterna is going to be left on the back line here trying to keep the Mercy alive, but unfortunately the Winston will be doing a lot of damage on the front here. Eterna gets onto the control point, tries to keep it contested for as long as she can, but I don't think the Moira will be able to survive the onslaught for long. DJ7 somehow still able to stay alive there thanks to Ganjo coming in to her aid, but unfortunately K-Roll will be able to end her. Vows will find herself taken down by a right click from Eterna, and she's still staying on the point right now. She's going to be able to help pop Mimosa out, and with that, that's going to be 5 kills on the board here. Bigetron will be able to take the control point, and looks like M8 Tempest will have to try to make the retake happen, but given their performance in round number 1, I'm not too hopeful to see M8 be able to burst their way through. So as right now, Zosos XOXOS is going to be using the Pharah. It's a great advantage here, getting a lot of information to her team, making sure that they know exactly which way they're going to be attacking from. Ganjo will use a Dead Eye to take out K-Roll, forcing out the revive. Now the ultimate is going to be unleashed. Zosos gets taken out by Cindy before she's able to bring down the assault. Rocket Barrage is going to be eliminated completely as Eterna stays on the front line here. Is going to try to aim on the Cindy, will help take her out, and it looks like Bigetron holds their ground, completely annihilating M8 before they're even able to set foot on that control point. Amazing play here from the Moira. She did hold that back line, use her ultimate to both heal and damage her enemies at the same time. And that basically allowed them to just push all the way in. So now already up to 63 percentage points. Bigetron looks pretty poised here to try to take this 2-0. Cross Life is going to be facing a little bit of trouble from a Biotic Orb. Now Eterna is going to have to hold on the back here. A small Angry Cat is going to be unleashing the ult of his own, as Eterna attempts to hold his own against a very angry Winston. Vows will be the first one to fall. Unfortunately, small Angry Cat going to get surrounded inside the cafe, gets taken out as well. Eterna still going to be able to use Biotic Orb, takes out Cindy. Now it's going to be aiming after K-Roll. He's going to be taken out. And oh, unfortunately, Ganjo gets DC'd just as the game was still continuing. Okay, Ganjo has rejoined the game. We're going to have to resume here. Chloe is in the middle of a Primal Rage, has helped take out Ganjo. Okay, here we go. This is going to be really crucial to see. Chloe L4 has unleashed her Primal Rage, has helped take out Ganjo. Now going in, Eterna is going to try to keep as much damage as she can onto the Winston. Ooh, nice tracking there, but Chloe L4 will be able to get on the health pack and will be able to use the healing from Mercy to get back to safety. But small Angry Cat is going to get focused on Eterna, still on the back line here. And M8 not able to hold their own at all. Bigetron wins map number 1.
Play of the game.
that this was the assault, the massacre, the killing house here, built by Bigetron. Completely eliminated M8 Tempest's chances for map number 1. Alright, we'll be going into map number 2 pretty shortly. Seems like M8 Tempest hasn't quite found a groove at all throughout the entire matchup there. I think this really boils down to Bigetron having quite a lot of good positioning and coordination, and especially Eterna 9. Like, he was so good on that Moira for round number 2. That basically helped them turn the entirety of that back line, the entirety of that back room into a killing house there, just completely massacring, just grinding M8 Tempest into meat. So looks like we're going to wait to see what M8 Tempest will be choosing for map number 2. So right now I think Bigetron, despite having a shaky start early on in this tournament, they have found a groove now, and M8 Tempest did beat Rookie in round number 1 pretty handily, 2-0. So the fact that Bigetron is able to defeat them pretty handily in map number 1 goes to show that Bigetron has definitely got quite a thing going on here. M8 Tempest will have a chance here to try to make it up. They have the choice of map number 2, and this is going to be crucial. They need to be able to find a good map that they can use to counteract whatever Bigetron is able to bring to the table. And looks like they're going to go with Gibraltar. Okay, so looks like Bigetron will be playing on defense first. So now we're waiting for M8 to be ready going into this. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the game.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Alright, here we go. Map number 2 is going to be a straightforward payload push map. M8 Gaming definitely needs to get into their comfort zone now, as they lost pretty handily to Bigetron.Tilt. They need to be able to find one on the board at least here in order to have any chance, because if they are not able to push that payload past point number 1, I think Bigetron should be able to overwhelm them at this point. But still, I'm pretty hopeful to see the girls of M8 Tempest be able to put up a good fight. Especially given the fact that Bigetron.Tilt is quite a force to be reckoned with. They do have an SR advantage compared to M8 Tempest overall. But to their credit, M8 Tempest at least were able to get some good punches in. Were able to show that despite the fact that they may not have as high an SR as most of the other teams, they still are able to use their team strategy and coordination to at least try to put in some good shots.
Stop the payload.
Now with the fight happening, it seems like Small Angry Cat is going to be playing on a Doomfist this time. Swapping his support position with Baus. Good idea here from M8, but unfortunately Small Angry Cat not quite able to get on top here. So Orisa staying on the point. Small Angry Cat comes up, he's going to try to find Mei, but Mei is going to be able to use her cryogenic freezing in order to prevent herself getting taken down. Zosos will be able to help take out, and looks like they're going to be able to surround her from both ends here. K-Ro is going to be the first one to fall. Chloe L4 on the back line there is going to be aware that now she's in trouble. And Zosos in the front line is going to be able to get to safety there with a cryogenic freeze. So M8 Tempest getting stalled out a little bit at the bridge. Well, Icreets still attempts to use Orisa to stay on the front, preventing that payload going up any further. Oh, looks like Zosos is going to be able to get a freeze up from above there. Mimosa going to be caught in place just a little bit. Chloe L4 will find herself taken down by Ganjo on the Tracer. In the meantime, it looks like Pulse Bomb is going to come out. Ganjo gets eliminated by Cindy before she's able to do any more damage. But Mimosa still going to try to stay on the front lines here, still trying to maintain position here. Gets sneaked under a little bit. Greeks is going to be brought down a notch there. The Discord Orb is going to connect onto her, but Mimosa not able to bring in the damage, unfortunately, onto the Orisa. As a Valkyrie is already unleashed here for Bigetron. Greeks is going to be able to take down Small Angry Cat. Is going to try to find a second one onto Mimosa. Going to find a third onto Baus. And with those 3 kills, I think M8 Tempest are going to have to back off for now. Cross Life just swinging around there, staying alive there with the Dead Eye. So right now, M8, they only have at most 3 ultimates they can rely on for this next push. And with a Nano Boost ready, Icreek's already having Supercharger ready, Bigetron.Tilt definitely has a lot in their kit to be able to hold their own for this payload defense. Zosos in the meantime doing quite a lot, just keeping them completely staggered out, keeping M8 left all the way back in the lurch, but Chloe L4 will be able to bring in Focus Fire to take down the Mei. Now Icreeks is going to have his work cut out for him. Being forced all the way back. Supercharger is going to come out. They're going to try to stem the tide of M8 Gaming. Mimosa is going to use the defense matrix to try to stay alive as long as possible. The Supercharger has been taken out by Small Angry Cat, and Mimosa with 2 kills using the self-destruct will be able to help open things up. And now it looks like Bigetron.Tilt may be in trouble. Cross Life will be taken out by Dead Eye. And Cindy going up far forward here is going to be able to get a kill onto Zosos. Will try to get a flashback on Interna, and Interna gets taken out. Payload finally reaches point number 1. So M8 Tempest finally showing some signs of life as we go into the spaceship room. Icreets coming down from above is going to try to meet Chloe L4 toe-to-toe, but Mimosa is going to be able to come up, do a lot of damage onto the Winston. But Winston goes on the back line, they try to find one to Faust, and does take her out. Cindy, in the meantime, is still going to be able to get the kill onto Ganjo, but still, damage has been done here by Icreeks. He's going to go up in front here, forces Cindy all the way back. Revive is going to come in, bringing Ganjo back into the fold here as the rest of Bigetron.Tilt are going to be piling in here. They want to get a kill. They do find one on the McCree. And looks like the payload will be stalled in the spaceship. So M8 did expend a lot of energy trying to get the payload all the way through, and to find themselves stopped just before they can even get past the bend must be pretty disheartening for them. But they do have a lot of ultimates on their side. Cindy, unfortunately, is going to get taken out by Anna. Ice Wall is going to keep them in place there. Small Angry Cat is going to get taken out. In the meantime, Nano Boost is going to be unleashed onto the Winston of Chloe L4. Attempting to find some kills here. Turna still going to stay on the skies here. Still attempting to maintain control here. Mimosa is going to get frozen by Zosos. And Zosos will be able to help end things here. The freeze will be coming out onto Small Angry Cat, and Small Angry Cat gets caught in the middle on the ice and gets frozen in place. Headshot to the face, and Reaper falls along with M8's assault. Bigetron already has a whole stack of ultimates at the ready here. Zoso's still going to be doing a lot of work here, just trying to keep things staggered out. Small Angry Cat going to be taking a shot to the face there as he attempts to teleport all the way up to the balcony. It looks like a wall is going to block off the Winston. That's going to be staggering out Chloe L4 just a little bit. But Zosos not going to be staggered at all. It's going to be able to freeze up the Primal Rage. But Chloe L4 is still going to try to get onto the point. Eterna in the meantime switches to the Moira. Is able to put in some damage onto Mimosa. Death Blossom is going to be coming out here, not going to be able to take out anyone as Mimosa falls. Chloe L4 will be next to follow. Eterna still holding in her own. The Ana gets taken out, and looks like M8 Tempest gets himself completely annihilated yet again by Tilt.
Our inevitable victory beckons.
Only 20 more seconds to go. M8 Tempest has one last push to go here. They do have Dead Eye, they do have Self-Destruct, and they're going to have to make the full use of it. Bigetron doesn't have any ults at the moment. They need to make this count.
10 seconds.
Mimosa sets herself up, waits for it. Winston is going to jump in. Self-Destruct is going to come out. And Cindy stays on the front line. Self-Destruct didn't connect on anyone. Unfortunately, Cindy gets taken out as well. There's no more ultimates here for M8. Mimosa going to find herself caught right in the middle here as Bigetron are going to overrun the entire attacking line of M8. And overtime is going to run out. Round 1 is going to be completed with only 1 point to M8 Tempest.
Score 0-1.
Huge kills there from Bigetron. They took out Cindy, preventing the Dead Eye from coming in, preventing an important source of damage from M8 Tempest. And the fact that the Self-Destruct did not take out anyone at all further dampened their chances. So that's really unfortunate there for M8 Tempest. So now Tilt will be swapping sides with M8. This time they will be on the assault. Now going to round number 2 here. M8 are going to have to pull everything out of the bag here
Incoming in 30 seconds.
to try to hold back Tilt. Seems they're going to be going with Bastion, Orisa, and Torbjorn. And Cindy swapping out to the Mei. M8 are going to try to do a cheese strat here. But it is going to be quite dangerous though.
5, 4,
It seems like Tilt are going to be running a Doom Fist,
1.
which could throw a wrench into their works as well. Iron Creeks and Eterna going to be running the Bastion, Orisa, Robot Wars. Scanjo and Zosos waits for an opening. They do know that the turret is ready here. Small Angry Cat just keeping them at bay as Zosos attempts to go in. The turret will get itself taken out pretty quickly. Doomfist is going to come in, try to find Chloe L4. And will be able to take her out with just his rocket shots. Cross Life bringing in the shots as well. Will be able to help bring it in. Looks like Bigetron.Tilt completely eliminates M8 before they're able to set up a good defense at all. Now there's going to be a lot of pressure here for M8 Gaming. They need to be able to get those pickoffs. Zosos will be the first one to fall thanks to an anti-nade. And lots of shots being committed there by Vaus. So now Vaus still going to try to put the Discord Orb onto the Tracer, but Tracer will be able to help take down Chloe L4. Eterna, the Bastion doing a lot of damage there, staying on the payload. Small Angry Cat gets taken out by a single Pulse Bomb, and it looks like Tilt is going to be on full form here to try to get that payload all the way to the golden box. Ult is going to be unleashed here. Cindy is going to try her darnest here to try to stagger it for as long as possible, but unfortunately, it's going to be way too much for her to bear. Mimosa going to be jumping in, going to be popped out of mech, gets taken out. Chloe L4 attempts to hop in, but unfortunately the payload has reached the golden box. Bigetron.Tilt wins 2-0.
Play of the game.
And what is this? A Mercy play of the game? What sorcery is this?
That's how
And with